Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. In today's readings we are asking your ancestors for their advice on your current situation, and I'm seeing card number 1 already, and we are going to use entirely Native American cards as well as runes too to do your readings. So we have 3 to guide you in, 3 cards here. And these are shamanic medicine cards. Reading 1, you have plant medicine. Reading 2, you have medicine mask. And reading 3, you have lodge. Okay. And I am going to draw a rune for each of these readings as well. Okay, so reading 1, you have the rune of joy. Reading 2, you have the rune of Jenny. And reading 3, you have the rune of protection. Okay, Super Souls, give yourself as long as you need to guide yourselves in. You can press the pause button. I'll leave the video running for a few moments longer. So we are asking your ancestors' advice on your current situation. If you have more than one thing going on in your world that you kind of want to seek some advice about, just give yourselves a few moments to really focus on one of those situations at a time and see which of the readings is speaking to you. You may find sometimes more than one reading is speaking to you, and sometimes they apply to different areas of your life. Super Souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome, reading number 1. You have been guided to the plant medicine card and the rune of joy. This is also the card of truth. You see this at the bottom. Now this is very interesting because there is something in your situation that you need to see more clearly. That is for sure. So either the wool is being pulled over your eyes, or you are not seeing something yourself with clarity. What we see with the rune of joy is the lifting of something, the changing of something, the shifting of something moving forwards as soon as you see with clarity. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown. I'm actually going to go with all of these here, and we'll also draw some oracle cards too. And let us see what we are shown for reading number 1. Okay. You have number 2. This is the goose, the goose. Ah, this is interesting because they fly in unison, harmony. They fly together. They support one another. It's a community card. Okay. What else do we have here in your animal guides? Oh, alligator, wow. Okay, and then you have lynx, and it's in reverse. Okay, but I'm going to put them in the upright position. Okay. Okay, now this is really, really interesting because lynx is a card of secrets. So something, the truth, something has been withheld, not quite presented to you exactly as it is. And your ancestors are telling you very, very, very clearly here. You need to be digesting something. you know, processing something, digesting something before you make a decision or a choice. We have the rune of joy. This is a fruit-bearing rune. It's I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful rune. It indicates that, you know, we are going to be, it's like carried across the gap by the wings of heaven. It opens something up. Something is we're seeing a good outcome here. But yeah, there is a secret. I think you have an inner knowing about something. There's a gut feeling about something around you. But you don't, it's one of those, you know, you have that gut feeling and you're not actually quite sure. And yet, you kind of know it, but you haven't yet clarified it in your own mind for yourself as yet. Do you know, even the snow goose, the goose card here, we're sort of seeing these two geese flying behind this one. This one is slightly further forwards. Yeah, I feel like there is actually something going on for some of you, something going on maybe behind your back. You kind of have an inkling, you're aware of it, there is a gut feeling. I think your ancestors, really, I was about to say your spirit team, but you know, we are actually asking very directly for guidance today from your ancestors. Your ancestors are actually saying to you, look, I think your gut feeling is right. There's a very big affirmation here. And they're also suggesting that you take your time to decide how best to process this situation. Let's see what else we are shown here. So we have the Apprentice of Pipes. We have Totem of Bowls, Dolphin, the Swimmers. Let me hold this up so you can see them. We have Four of Pipes. We have Nine of Arrows. Can you see in this card, this person is blindfold, and yet the casting of the bow, this bow is going to, this arrow is going to land where it needs to land. They're being guided. We have Totem of Arrows, Coyote, the four-leggeds, and Apprentice of Arrows. Okay, let's move our cards here. Look at this, Apprentice of Arrows and Apprentice of Pipes. And what do we have here? You know, looking, okay, it's not necessarily a snow goose in the back, but I am seeing exactly something of this kind of energy, this kind of medicine here. Treading carefully. Treading carefully and handling this situation with both love, with wisdom, with clarity, also humorously. You know, there's something that is taking place around you. It's definitely, your gut feeling is right. That inkling, that sort of something is going on. Your gut feeling is correct, and it may not be completely visible to you, but you are experiencing it. You're experiencing what is actually taking place. It's almost like energetically, you know, that energy is coming in and you know it. I don't think that you can resolve what is taking place for somebody, but you can see the truth of the matter, trust your gut feeling, and choose not to become, I want to say choose not to become entangled in it. You know, to collaborate here would mean, yeah, do you know, for some of you, I want to say for some of you, this is going to mean almost like operating, it's like you're operating sort of like independently of what is going on around you. You're operating independently from a position where you see and you know, but you're not necessarily going to voice it or share it. This is a situation where it's like you know the truth, your gut feeling is telling you the truth, your gut feeling is accurate. This is, your ancestors are really clear about this. Trust your gut feeling, and there's some sort of trickster energy around, but in a way they're sort of saying, look, embody the ability to laugh at the sort of frailties of humanness. Don't be dragged in or drawn into this situation. You can still operate with integrity. You can know what's going on and yet choose to operate outside of it, okay? To laugh at what's going on rather than be sort of damaged by it. This is very interesting, this reading. So, reading number one, I think you are going to be the wise one in this situation. You are the person who kind of sees it, knows it, and it's kind of like navigating how best to, almost like to handle the knowledge, the awareness you have. There's definitely stuff going on that is not quite being revealed, maybe some mischief, some childishness even. You see it, you know it. The answer here is really not to engage in any essence of confrontation. Your ancestors are very clear. They're really honouring your ability. It's like to be a knower and a seer in this situation. To be able to then navigate the circumstances around you, the situation, but in a way it's like you're going to aim true. And as you do so, you may be not quite sure how best to handle this. This is one of those situations when sometimes it's better not to say something too directly, because it could cause perhaps a little bit of challenge. It's better to kind of roll over, process stuff, and then lead by example. That's really, I do think you are central to the solution. It's very interesting, and yet, we'll draw some more cards, I think, here, but I do feel you are very central to the potential solution here, but you do so by leading through example. People will naturally look to you because you have that kind of knowing and that wisdom. So your gut feeling about something not being quite right going on in the background is absolutely correct. And yeah, the answer is to lead by example. Be aware of it, process it, contemplate it, act sort of alongside it, and yet, yeah, it's like it's a very interesting, I'm sort of seeing this kind of pathway of you acting sort of alongside the situation, and it's your integrity, your ability to hold your integrity that really carries this through. Let's look at these cards, these additional tarot cards, and see what we have here. So we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, now this is really interesting because the totem of bowls is also the Knight of Cups in a traditional pack. So you have Knight of Cups twice. Very interesting. And look at this wisdom. You again, you are the seer. You are someone who is going in this scenario. It's like you being you is what is actually going to fix this, rather than being drawn into something or reacting to it. Your gut feeling is right. Your ancestors are honouring that. We then have the Moon. Absolutely, what you see, what is illuminated, what is clear to you is absolutely right, but take your time. You see this person here, they're smoking a pipe, a sacred pipe here in the moonlight. You're a seer. What you are aware of is absolutely right. Your gut feeling, that sense of something going on, something not being quite right with somebody, you are completely aligned and in tune with that knowledge and that awareness. You know, Lynx is the carrier of secrets, but not necessarily the revealer of secrets. This is what is so interesting in your reading. Lynx doesn't reveal secrets, Lynx knows them. It's the being a seer and then being you. Okay, we then have the 10 of Wands, so very empowering, very empowering. And then we have the 8 of Wands as well. Okay, just going to place these cards over here for one moment. So your ancestors' acknowledgement of your situation is very clear. In fact, actually, let's place our 10 here. So first things first, your gut feeling is right, whatever is taking place. Now, this could be a partnership. For some of you, it could be a partnership. It's with the Snow Goose card. And again, you know, just the 4 of Wands here. I do feel this is very much about a human connection. There's somebody here. We'll draw some more cards for you as well around this particular person. There is I think for most of you, there is a particular person where something isn't quite right, and your gut feeling is correct about them. It's very interesting. Your ancestors' advice is really quite clear here. They are actually saying, you know, you don't have to intervene. You don't have to be somebody who is, you don't have to actually voice the truth as such. You are the knower and the seer of it. You don't have to act upon it. The key here is about you being you and holding your own integrity. It's like you become the pillar of strength in this situation. People sort of know what to do through observing you. You rise in some way here. Okay. Let us draw some more cards for you, Super Souls. What else are we going to be shown here for reading number 1? May we ask for more advice, more information about this situation? In one way, the information is very clear, the guidance from your ancestors. You don't need to do anything. Be aware, process, know that your feelings are correct, and then simply be you. Just be you. Be true to yourself. Be you. Act in the way that you would normally act. Let me see what else we can be shown here for reading number 1. Yes, 8 of Pipes. Very interesting. 8 of Wands. It's the same card. We're doubling up on our cards here. 7 of Pipes and 7 of Bowls. Okay. And then the High Priestess. Okay. This is very clear. Your reading is very clear. The messages from your ancestors are very clear. Okay. Your integrity is your shield. Your creativity, your ability to process things, your ability to not react is your shield. You are the choices that come and the resolution of this situation. And look, we have the dolphin coming here and the dolphin in the background here of the 7 of Bowls as well. Harmony, joy. Harmony, joy will be reached. We are seeing a really positive outcome here. And the positive outcome is you being you. This is one of those situations where if you are aware of something going on and then maybe you have a meet-up with somebody and you're very conscious that maybe they've either not revealed something, but you kind of know something's going on. When you come back together, your integrity, you being you, will actually create the pathway of healing here. this is actually very lovely reading number one. You don't need to do anything beyond be aware and walk your pathway exactly. Hold your truth through your very essence and your very being. The message is very, very clear. You know, you are the one who has the strength. You are the one who has the integrity. You are the one with the ability to not react to something. And it's through that that you are seen for who you are. I almost feel like it's one of those scenarios when it's like, you know, when people kind of project onto you. You know, maybe you're doing really, really well and somebody is not doing so well. And then they kind of get tangled in the creation of their own story. And you kind of know this is going on, and yet you can't quite, you know, it's not being done openly, so you have nothing to go on in an open manner. And yet you kind of know there's something going on, you know, and the Chinese whispers, it's all that sort of stuff that's taking place here. But actually, you know, a bit of mischief involved here. But your ability to process it and sort of, I just feel like just loving people for who they are. I also want to say, and this is very clear coming through from your ancestors' advice about your current situation, this scenario, that the person or people that you're dealing with, you know, they're much younger souls than you. You know, you are a much older soul. And I think you can see that, you know, they may genuinely believe that they are operating from a place of significant sort of wisdom, but they're kind of not. You know, it's one of those scenarios. You're very conscious of this. Hold the higher pathway. Lovely, lovely reading number one, people. Hold the higher pathway. There will be celebration. There will be success. There will be an outcome here where you really do come out of this, you know, feeling justifiably good about yourself, and the situation can be improved without any shadow of a doubt. This is not a situation that is going to collapse into something that is difficult or more difficult. The situation will be smoothed over, resolved, sorted, and for the people that you're dealing with, or the person who is a much younger soul, it will be as if they sort of really quickly just forget the story that they were making in their own minds, the perspective, all of that will dissipate very, very quickly, just through you being you. So whatever this situation that you're asking about today, whatever relationship, whatever person or small group of people, I feel that there's an intimacy around this. It feels as though it doesn't feel like a global situation that you're concerned about. It's much more personal. You know, it could be partnership, friendship, immediate family, friends, community, but it's quite personal and quite localized to you, I sort of feel. But everything is going to be sorted. You will be, you know, really seen, you know, for who you are, rather than, you know, maybe people's perspectives that are being distorted by their own emotions and their own challenges. And you are absolutely right in your gut feeling that something isn't quite right. You're absolutely right about, you know, if you spend time and digest and meditate on this, you'll probably see very clearly exactly what's going on. But there's no need to react, just be yourself. There will be some kind of reconciliation or a coming together. And just by you being you, you know, those masks will be shed, and opportunity to, you know, kind of reconnect, recollaborate with you being seen for who you really are, rather than some form of projection that's going on. That will get sorted. Reading number one, this is such an interesting reading. Your ancestors are very clear about and really honouring your integrity as well. Super souls, I mean, I'm sorry that in a way this is going on, but I do think it's curious, because in a way you become a bit of a beacon of light for people. They are able to process something that at the moment I feel like they're spilling over their own boundaries. And, you know, when people just get tangled in their own stuff, and just by you being you, you come back together, you you hold your own, you keep that pathway really, really clear, and yeah, all is going to be held in such a good way. Super Souls, thank you so much for joining me for these readings. It's really interesting using just the Native American cards, actually. Very, very interesting energy around these readings. Super Souls, if you would like to get a notification of all of my readings as I upload them, I post a couple of pick a card readings, at least two or three every week, always on Sundays, for weekly guidance about your immediate situation, where we check in with your spirit team and ask if they want to give you the heads up about anything. Super Souls, I also have a monthly prize draw where I give away a free private reading and some oracle cards, and at the moment a diary and a journal as well for next year. So, you know, do join my subscriber email list if you'd like to be in that prize draw. Thank you so much for being here with me today for these readings. Thank you also for those of you who've been giving back through the super thanks, and also thank you to all of you who are following my work on Patreon, and I hope you guys are enjoying your tutorials. Tons and tons of love to you all. Thank you so much for being here today and for being a part of this beautiful community. Welcome, reading number 2. You have the card of Medicine Mask, Authenticity, and the rune of Journey. This reading has a really interesting energy around it. You know, we're asking your ancestors about your current situation for advice, and I really feel this is inviting you to step up in some way, shape or form. Yeah, let's see what else we are shown. Let's draw some more cards. Let's have a look at just these first. Gosh, you have whale and you have a blank card. Now in this pack, these blank cards are here for you to add your own animals, your own spirit. This is a medicine animal cards, but I actually feel this is about your potential here. We also have the card of otter. Otter energy is also about almost like assuming your potential, your greatest potential in a way that you enjoy. Okay. Authenticity, the rune of journey, whale song. It's like, I feel like you guys have a message to bring to the world in some way, shape or form, and maybe you are a little anxious. There's something about you almost holding back or not feeling that your message, your gifts, the essence of you are, maybe there's something holding you back. Maybe it's worry that what you want to do isn't going to be successful enough, or something like that. This reading already, your ancestors are almost saying, I think, that the timing is right for you to really like sing your song. Have a voice, sing your song, commit to making your greatest potential. Don't be afraid. Don't let any form of self-doubt hold you back. You know, the rune of journey, sometimes it can indicate a journey, but I feel like at this point on your journey, this is the point in time your ancestors are saying, look, this is your time. This is your time. This is time for you to step up, to celebrate yourself, to be of the world, to be in the world of the world, sharing your gifts, but also to enjoy the journey. Okay, have fun whilst doing it, not to be loading it with concern or fear that it won't work out. Let's draw more cards for you. But yeah, removing any aspect of self-doubt and stepping up into the biggest, best possible version of you. I do actually feel you have something to bring forth into the world. Now, whether you are at that initial early stage where you can see its potential, or whether you have been working on something and you've been creating something, but you haven't yet kind of birthed it into the world, It's funny, there's been a theme in some of the readings recently for some of you guys, and I've been reading this in the comments as well. You know, you've kind of written the book, but you haven't put it out there. If this reading is touching base with some of you guys, it's yet another affirmation, but we will see what other guidance we can be given here for you from your ancestors about your current situation. Look at this, Ace of Stones. It's time for you to climb the ladder. It's literally time for you to assume your place almost amongst the ancestors, to assume your place of wisdom, this is time for you to climb that ladder. Completely and utterly and absolutely. Harvest Lodge of the Stones. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is a card of harvest. It's time for you to bring in the harvest. It's time for you to believe in yourself. It's time for you to know exactly what it is that it's like to know your self-worth, to have the abundance of things that can come from you being your authentic self and also enjoying the journey. It's not just about hard work all the time. 8 of Stones, we're seeing investment, creation of things. Wow. Wow. Ace of Pipes. Oh, this is so the right time for you to have and to hold. My goodness me, how many aces can anyone get in a reading? Reading number 2, you have Ace of Stones, you have Ace of Pipes, we have the card of Balance. I'm just going to place this here actually for a moment. You have Ace of Bowls as well, 10 of Bowls. Yeah. Okay. What I am seeing with this card of Balance, this is the card of Justice in a traditional pack. This is your time. It's time for you to have, you know, to have the abundance that you desire, that will to bring something forth that is going to bring in the rewards that you want, that will bring you happiness. It's time for you to have your cake and eat it. Okay? This is what your reading is saying, reading number 2. Your ancestors' advice on your current situation is, this is your time. This is the time to step up into your fullest potential, to be the authentic you that you are. You don't have to wear masks unless you choose to. If you're navigating something, sometimes we put on a particular coat in a certain situation, but if you do so, you'll do it because it's appropriate and you'll know that that's the coat you're wearing in that environment. But this is about you being you, singing your own song, climbing the ladder of success. I feel like in a reading of like manifestation, this is a reading where it's like with the law, if we think of the laws of attraction and what manifestation is all about, you know, when we're manifesting something, we don't just put a wish into the universe. We put a wish into the universe and then we have to actually take action. It's why if any of you have been checking out my monthly moon videos, where we look at the different phases of the moon in terms of manifesting and the overall astrodynamics. But when we set our wishes and intentions, we then also have to take action, which is why at a new moon we set both wishes and intentions. Our wishes are the desire. Our intentions are the commitment, I commit to, I intend to do. So it's kind of like, this is like an invitation. It's your ancestors are giving you such an affirmation. It is time for you to climb the ladder. It is time for you to reap the rewards of the essence of your creativity, your work, the stuff that you can make, the stuff that you can build, the stuff that you create. Everything here is bringing you the essence of abundance. This is like a reading of abundance. You're being asked to enjoy the journey as well. Really invest every step, every reaching out. If you had, if you're one of those people that's written that book, but you haven't yet approached a publisher, be aware that there is a space of possibility around you. I always think, sometimes I hear from people who say, well, you know, I approached a couple of publishers or agents and it's a no-go and I'm so disappointed. You know, J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter, I'm sure it was 26. She approached something like 26 different agents or publishers before she got one. And I mean, look at the success. So there is perseverance being indicated here. Enjoy the journey. Infuse the reaching out with joy, with fun, with laughter, with playfulness. You know, be buoyant about the song that you wish to sing, whatever it is that you are creating, because this is a turning point. If it is just an idea, your ancestors are saying go for it. If it is something you've already created and you're thinking about how to put it into the world, your ancestors are saying go for it. Whatever this is, whatever age and stage of manifestation, and it's bringing balance to your world as well. If you've been working and working and working, you know, this is going to bring in the rewards you need in order to have a properly good work-life balance. I mean, we're seeing stuff that you love here, a quality of life. We're seeing you being nurtured. We're seeing stuff we're seeing you rise. Let's draw more cards for you, reading number 2. I'm really, really excited for you. Okay, I'm going to take those, this one and this one. And yeah, this one here too. Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles. Wow. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. Look at this owl. I mean, just like making a beeline for something, you know, coming in. It's amazing. King of Pentacles. This is a card of success. It's a card of solidness, of centeredness. You know, the energy of the kings is, you know, it's successful, it's solid, it's real, it's significant. Make clear choices and go for it, really. It's like make a beeline for what you want. We have the 2 of Swords. I see this as a liberation from conflict. Look at this person riding on the back of this giant, well, I don't know whether it is a turkey or a pheasant, but this, you know, this is a bird that, again, signifies, you know, we think of turkeys as signifying, again, abundance, rewards. This is overcoming your conflict, overcoming your fears. And then you have Queen of Pentacles too. And then the 6 of Pentacles as well. Look at the rainbow with the lizards. This is like dreams coming true. The lizards and the butterfly. Standing strong. Queen of Pentacles. Bringing stuff in. Having an ownership. Reading number 2. This is a beautiful reading. The messages for you here from your ancestors are so clear. Excuse me. What is so interesting for me, though, is that we are really being, you know, the messages coming through. It's not even just like be yourself, climb the ladder. It's remove any blocks, remove any aspect of self-doubt, stand tall, stand strong, and enjoy every second of the journey, but also take dynamic action we're seeing here. This is not all the aces, you know, the aces are this kind of like raw energy of beginnings. This is a reading that isn't just saying sit back and it's going to come to you. This is a time for you to actually take steps, you know, let go of those fears, overcome those self-doubts and just take action. Be dynamic, be precise, be concise, be, you know, this is a time for you to make it happen. It's not a time to be sitting back and being complacent. The celebration, the abundance, the balance in life will come. Whatever you are manifesting, reading number 2, this is a time to be active. you know, active in removing the self-doubt. The still part of this reading is removing any aspect of self-doubt, any element of conflict, but you're being asked really by the ancestors, or advised really by your ancestors, to actually take physical action here. This is definitely what we are seeing here in your reading, reading number 2. Let's draw just a couple more cards, confirmation cards, but I do feel your reading is unbelievably clear, really, actually, reading number 2. May we ask for maybe perhaps just further affirmation? Ooh, okay, wow. Okay, that's a lot of cards that I had not expected, so many, but let's go with this. So, 4 of arrows. Again, we're seeing you we're seeing you getting busy here. 4 of arrows, create, get busy. And the owl coming in behind again. Look, take action. This is not a time to be sitting back. Take action. Now, if some of you are, this is very interesting. We have the card of Peacemaker. We have the 3 of Bowls. Totem of Pipes, the Eagle, the Flyers, and the 8 of Arrows. Okay. Now, in your manifestations, your creative ventures, whatever it is, whether it's a brand new idea or something that you've already been investing in and it's time to move it forwards, it's still time to take action, whatever is happening. If any of you are feeling as though you are guided to become a speaker, to be, you know, maybe some aspect of sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, being a counsellor, a mediator, a speaker, running courses. So for some of you, there's a lot of creating. It's actually creating things. For others, it may be that it's more to do with speaking out, sharing stuff, setting up community groups, workshops. But it is time for you to lead in some way, shape or form. So whatever you're bringing forth, you know, the gifts that you're bringing forth are going to be making a difference in people's lives. Whatever you're creating, they're going to be bringing joy, happiness. And you will be rewarded, you'll be validated. But this is absolutely time. Some of you really are going to be a leader in your field. I really do wish to voice that. You really are. This is perhaps why there is so much maybe lingering self-doubt, because I think it could really position you as a leader in your field, and maybe there is just a bit of a wobble here. But this is time for you to climb the ladder and fly. It's as simple as that. Whatever you're offering, it's time for that to be, the timing is perfect for the offering of you, your creativity, your idea, your venture, your whatever you are doing or thinking of doing or involved in doing or have created. This is the time to offer it forwards. It will be celebrated and the return will come to you. It really, really is a time of taking action, but you have to take the action. It's not going to come to you. It will come to you, but you have to put it out there first. This is just so clear. It couldn't be clearer. Reading number 2, I'm ever so excited for you guys. Keep us posted. And, you know, yeah, put it out there. The timing is perfect for this. It really, really is. Wow. Okay, reading number 2, this is magical. I'm really, really enjoying working with these cards as well. Tuning in, your ancestors are so completely clear about, you know, make it happen. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Super Souls, I post, pick a card. Oh, My computer is making noises. Super Souls, I post pick a card readings several times during the week, and these spontaneous ones that answer very specific questions. I also post a pick a card reading every single Sunday for weekly guidance, like literally here and now, advice, guidance, information. What do your spirit team want to give you the heads up over for the coming week, like literally in the moment and the following 7 days. So if you'd like to get those readings coming into your stream as soon as I upload them, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. I give away a free private reading, some oracle cards, a diary and a journal as well at the moment too for next year. So again, if you'd like to be in my monthly prize draw, it's a subscriber offer. There's a subscriber email list if you add yourself to that. I'll put all the links in the information box below for you. And yeah, just I look forward to seeing you for another reading, and keep me posted. This is amazing. The timing is right for you, reading number 2. So it really is a time to be taking action and be very, very active in proceeding with things in whatever way is right for your personal situation. Tons and tons and tons of love to you. You have been guided to this reading by the card of the Lodge, Council. Very interesting because, and we have the rune of protection as well. This is very, very interesting because we're actually asking your ancestors, or the ancestors really, for advice on your current situation. And this is a space of counsel, of guidance, of advice, literally. So you are being asked actually to potentially seek advice or to reach out to others in some way. Let's draw some more cards and see what else we're shown. Reading number 3. May we please have advice and guidance from the ancestors for reading number 3. Wow, lots of your cards flying out here. I'm going to take those 2 and that one. Okay. I feel like they're very eager to speak to you. We have alligator. This came out in reading number 1, and we also have the card of frog. Okay, so something needs to be cleansed or transformed, and something is needing to be processed for that to happen. Okay, so whatever your personal current situation, we then have the dream catcher. Okay. What is going on for reading number 3? Very, very interesting. We have, oh wow, you have another Lodge card. Look at this. I mean, just to have 2 Lodge cards, that's amazing. Power Lodge of the Pipes. Okay. 4 of Stones. In fact, I'm going to place this here. Let me put this down here. Power Lodge of the Pipes. 4 of Stones. Totem of the Pipes. We have the Eagle, the Flyers. 10 of Stones. Lovely. And 8 of Arrows. Very, very interesting reading. Very, very interesting. I'm actually going to draw from a second tarot pack as well before we dive into your reading fully, reading number 3. May we have advice and guidance here, please. Okay. We have the Knave of Wands. Look at these butterflies. Transformation. And this person's sleeping. Yes. Your message is becoming very clear. We have the 9 of Wands. We have Father Sky. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have the 8 and 2 aces. I say 2 aces, but 2 number 1 cards. We have the Ace of Swords and the Magician. Okay. Right. My very first thing that I guess is coming into my mind is sleep on it. Okay, sleep on it. Don't be in a rush to, whatever your situation, don't be in a rush to sort it out. There is a very, very clear answer, a creative answer that will come to you. You're needing to hear from more than one person about this situation. You know, the lodge, the power lodge of the pipes, this is a place where we sit in council. And this is your primary card. Sit in council. I want to ask for more information about the situation that is going on around you. What I see from it here is that there is actually a creative solution. It's almost like this situation is, I feel like there's something going on around you that you feel can't be fixed. Okay. And the importance here is to seek advice and guidance. You know, sometimes in a reading, it will say so clearly, you know, this is a time for you to sort this out, you know, retreat, meditate, you know, the answers will come to you, you know, and if you talk to 10 different people, you'll get 10 different answers. So, you know, don't talk to other people, process this yourself. This reading is the opposite of that. Okay. This reading is absolutely saying for you to know what to do. It is interesting. It's not telling us, there isn't advice and guidance on, your ancestors aren't telling you what to do. And it may be just because this is a general reading, or it may be because you do need to actually process it for yourself, for your own self-development, for your own self-esteem, your own soul growth, that you need to process this situation. But there is advice that is saying, very clear advice, which is to talk to lots of different people about this scenario, to reach out for help. There may be more than one person that you can connect to, and every single person will give you a little piece of information from their perspective. But that little piece of information will give you lots of different pieces of a jigsaw that will then slot into place. I feel like the answer is going to come to you in your sleep. If you keep a dream journal, really, really make a note of your dreams at the moment. We have the dream catcher and we have the Knave of Wands. Look at the butterflies of transformation occurring while this person here is asleep. Frog medicine is a very interesting card because frogs bring rain, they bring cleansing, they bring what is needed to transform a desert into a, you know, when you get the rains in the desert and they come and everything flowers immediately overnight, you know, there is transformation. So we're seeing a circumstance or a situation around you that requires some form of transformation. Your ancestors are quite clear here. They're saying you need to talk to, you know, as many different people as you feel you need to here, and then process, digest all of the different perspectives that you're shown, and that's when you can then see, I think, when you can see it from all perspectives, when you can fly high like the eagle and you can see the bigger picture. And not only can you see all perspectives and the bigger picture and every way of looking at something, but you can also pinpoint that, you know, the solution. I mean, an eagle can, you know, see the entire landscape around them underneath, and yet also pinpoint a mouse that they can target and go down to hunt and get. So, Ace of Swords, it will be very clear to you. What the solution will be clear and you will be able to take action. But it is literally as if you are needing to rise above something whilst simultaneously process and experience whatever different perspectives there are in this scenario. And it's through that processing, that digesting of all the different perspectives that the solution will, I think it's just going to come to you. You know, there's moments of inspiration where you have a snooze and, oh wow, the answer comes. You know exactly what it is. It just comes to you in that way. Let's draw some more cards for you, reading number 3, and ask for more information. What are we shown for reading number 3? Okay. So we have 4 of arrows. Okay, we have the card of healing. This is very, very interesting, given that we have the frog energy here. Okay, this is the card of strength in a traditional tarot pack. We have the Ace of Bolts. Okay. We have the Sunset. This is the Death card in a traditional tarot pack. Lovely. And we have the 9 of Stones. Okay. Okay. There's a really interesting energy around your reading number 3. And what we're seeing is, I feel like you've been having to, I say persevere, but something has not been feeling as if it's been moving forwards for you in some way, shape or form. You know, the energy of that is around. You are definitely being advised by your ancestors to reach out, cleansing, healing, reach out for help. This is not a time to go it alone. Ace of Bowls as well. We are seeing a new beginning. We are seeing transformation. It's as if there is a stuckness. Something has not been shifting or moving forwards for you as you've wanted, or you have just, it's almost as if something is clinging to you because you haven't quite known how to act or what to do for the best. But we are seeing really magical solutions coming through for you. It's one of those scenarios when seeking advice, talking to people, reaching out for help, knowing that you don't have to go it alone is really important. It's like a problem shared is a problem aired. That comes through here. Seeking counsel, knowing that there is support around you to move this forwards, knowing that healing and strength and perseverance will come through assistance, help. There will be a transformation here. The Death card, the new dawn is coming, this is a sunset, so something is coming to its completion. There will be a transition. For some of you, you may even be navigating a difficult transition in your world. Something that's coming to an end. It's coming to its natural conclusion. There is something for some of you that really is. It's reaching a turning point. Yeah. The solution, the answer, the way forward will become clear to you. We're not shown what it is, but we're shown that it is going to be there, and it will come through assistance and help from others. It will come from reaching out and requesting advice, help, talking to people about your situation, processing things, processing other people's perspectives on your situation so that you're not going it alone. We are seeing success. We're seeing you being able to literally transform, to re-empower yourself in some way, shape or form, and to be in a position where you can start to nurture the things that you wish to bring forth again. It's almost as if something got put on hold. It could be temporarily. Circumstances were such that something happened that slowed your world down, put it on hold. It could be that you are still processing something that took place, or you're even, you know, coming through some health issue in some way, shape or form. But whatever this circumstance around you is, it is reaching a point of transformation. And it is time to shed, release, cleanse, to heal, to move forwards, not in a speedy way. Reading number 3, we're talking about a gentle way, testing the waters, talking to people, trying things on for size. I feel like you're coming out of a phase of retreat, and a phase where maybe some of you have actually felt quite isolated as well, maybe quite alone. And this is a time to come out of that safe zone, or that space of retreat that was needed, to begin to cleanse. And like that sort of the rain on the desert, it's time for you to start to blossom again. It's time for you to, you know, to begin to sort of, to begin to feel your own sense of empowerment, to re-enter. I almost want to say it's a bit like to re-enter life more fully. Yeah, it is. It's like the rains are coming. The energy, the revitalization of your energy in some way, shape or form is coming to you. I do think you have been going through a quiet phase, maybe a quiet time where you have, with very good reason, been more, you know, centered in a kind of a retreating, quiet kind of way. This is a transformational period where you begin to move back into the world outside of yourself. And we're seeing this very clearly, very, very clearly indeed. And your ancestors are saying to you, look, take right action, reach out, talk to people, investigate things, process things, take it step by step. This isn't a hurried process of transformation, but it really is time to be not just sowing seeds of possibility, but nurturing them. Indeed, you may have been sowing seeds quietly, processing things, mulling things over. It's now time to move something forwards step by step. And if you're not sure what the next step is, reach out and ask for help. Talk to people, see what they think, and weigh up, you know, all the different perspectives. If someone says, well, if I was in your shoes, I'd do this. Somebody else says, well, if I were in your shoes, I'd do this. Listen to what they all have to say. And then from all of those pieces of advice and guidance and support, actually you can piece together the right steps forwards that are perfect for you by using all of those different pieces of advice and taking the little bits that are relevant to you and applying them then to your own pathway forwards. The clarity will come. It's literally the time here for, it does feel as if the universe literally is wanting to open doorways for you, wanting you to be involved in moving something forwards now, but also a huge amount of support, protection, guidance in helping you through this transitionary phase. There's definitely a phase of transition for you. You're navigating something, and I think sometimes whatever you're navigating, it can truly feel a little bit overwhelming. And yes, there are times to retreat. There are also times to take it step by step and steadily move forwards. And, you know, you can still, you know, sit in a safe place with things, but also begin to venture ahead. Very clear messages coming through for you, reading number 3, actually, in terms of, you know, some more specifics here for some of you. But yes, time to reach out, time to cleanse, release, move forwards, re-engage, ask for help, seek advice, fly above any situation, and that's where you'll see the next steps. This feels very nurturing. That's really the energy around your reading number 3. I was really trying to put my finger on the right language to describe the energy of what this reading feels like. I literally feel as if somebody is putting a blanket over my shoulders, and I feel nurtured, I feel cared for, I feel loved. I really do. I feel like I want to say your ancestors are standing behind you. Gosh, the temperature's dropping in this room. Some of you may have experienced some form of bereavement. That's really, I think, very present here. Gosh, every hair on my body is standing on end. Some of you, the process of this is to do with re-entering the world following some form of loss. It's that transition. That will not be for all of you, but it's there. And yeah, your ancestors really are supporting you in seeking the practical human advice and counsel from people around you who will want to share their perspectives with you, and through those sharings and their support and their counsel and their guidance and their thinking and advice, you'll be able to take all the different pieces and the solution will come to you for your current situation. You'll see exactly what you need to do in order to move beyond whatever is going on around you at this moment in time. Beautiful reading number 3, people. And your ancestors are absolutely walking with you. It's freezing in here in this room now. I have to say to you, super souls, it really, really is so cold. I swear I could probably see my breath in a moment if this continues. Super souls, I think this is your reading. I am sending you the biggest hug in the world. I do feel like someone has wrapped a blanket over my shoulders. It feels absolutely lovely. You know, gosh, I want to say you're very loved. You are very, very loved. Take your time, process things step by step. This is a beautiful reading, and listen to your dreams, because you know, guidance will be brought to you there as well. Information, counsel from your ancestors will come through in your dreamscape as well. Super souls, and yes, signs, signals, synchronicities, I'm really hearing again as well. Super souls, I am sending you the biggest hug in the world. I post these pick a card readings several times a week, answering, you know, specific questions often, and also a reading for weekly guidance every single Sunday. I post where we ask for your spirit team to give you guidance right here, right now, and for the coming week ahead, anything they want to give you the heads up for. So subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to get notification of all of my readings. And also, I give away a free private reading and a pack of oracle cards, and at the moment a diary and a journal for next year too. That is a subscriber offer. If you want to add yourself to my subscriber email list, just scroll down in the information and the link is there. I'll put it in the comments for phone users as well. Super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thank you for all of you who give back through the super thanks, and also to those of you who are now following my work on Patreon. I actually upload tutorials onto Patreon once a month for my Patreon people. We've just done one on working with the runes, so very exciting. Tons and tons of love and huge amounts of gratitude to you all. Super souls, it is time for you to move ahead, but with support. Yeah, and not just support from those who are with you right here and now in your world, and support from your ancestors and those who are on the other side as well. So much energy and presence here in this reading. Tons and tons of love.